Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit the like button, share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Salute to the Galactic family, Drew Nation, and the GCVs. Let's get right into it. Look, this is the beginning to the new start of your life. God said, embrace whatever you have to endure and use it to prosper you. This is the new beginning. So many good things are going to start happening for you. They thought they would be able to stop good things happening to you because they thought they were the only door or avenue for that to happen. Right now, some of you, a door may have closed, but I'm here to tell you right now, as the saying goes, when God closes one door, another one opens. And God closed that door. That wasn't them. That wasn't you losing something. That was you gaining something. That stopped so that way something better could come into your life. I need you to accept that idea right now. And I need you to believe that idea right now. And I need you to accept that as truth for you and as your new reality. Something stopped so that way something else could happen. One door closed so that way another one could open. All right. Something has been taken out of your life because God wants to give you something better. He wants you to let go of whatever it is because it wasn't even good enough. It wasn't even enough. It was small. It was something that you were just making the best out of. The type of person that you are, you could take a little bit and turn it into a lot. Your ancestors are used to doing that. You're the type of person that could take a little bit and turn it into a lot. It's in your DNA. That's how you're built. You come from a line of people who've always made the best, and now you are the best of that best, and you're still able to do your best, even with some of them not wanting to fully help you. So this is the new beginning to the start of your life. The people who wanted to see you fail, who played with your time, who played with you, who knew they never wanted you around in the first place. It was just an experiment. They thought you would quit. They thought you would leave. They thought they were tough enough to just get you up out of there. But you stuck around to the point where it became time for you to just go. It just became the end of it. So, but this is the new beginning for you. All right. God said to embrace whatever you have to endure. They tried to take something from you, but what they really did was they gave you your life back. They tried to take something from you, but what they did was they opened up a whole new door for you, a whole new avenue, whole new room filled with blessings just for you. All right. And your name is on each and every one of those blessings that God has for you. But now you can actually get to them because what you were trying to hold on to was a roadblock. What you were trying to hold on to was in the way. It was blocking you from all the good things that you were about to get right now, that you have on the way right now. You have so many good things that are on the way right now. So whatever it was that you had to let go of, whatever it was you had to give up, whatever it was that you thought was good, you might have had an easy spot, you might have had it good, might have had a nice position, might have had a nice job, might have had a nice place to stay, you might have had a nice car. Whatever it was that was taken, whatever it was that you had to give up, whatever it was that you don't have anymore, something better is going to be put in its place. All right, I need you to accept that right now for yourself. Something better is coming and something better is going to happen for you. You need to accept that mindset now because that's the attitude that's going to allow you to receive it. You can't let people paint a bad picture or a bad reality in your mind just because they cancel something for you. Don't let these people cancel you because they take something from you. They gave you something, they took it away. It doesn't matter. That's worldly. All right, what God gives to you, nobody can take away from you. All right, so the fact that you can maintain a positive attitude, that's a blessing. The fact that you can still look at yourself and still be positive and still have a good idea about yourself, that's a blessing. Some people, they lose out on opportunities. Some people, they lose things, and now they feel bad about themselves. Now they go looking at their life negatively. They think it's over for them. That's what they wanted for you. They wanted you to look at your situation like it was over. The little bit that you had, they had to take it from you. They just dangled it in front of your face for a little bit, and then they had to just move it on to the side. We don't need you anymore. Go ahead. But the thing is, it's not them that needed you. It's not them that don't need you, because they need you. Boy, do they need you. You are the one that doesn't need them. They can't handle you. They're not mature enough for you. You didn't deserve to be there in the first place. People wanting to stab you in the back. Some of them people wanted to cause you some type of bodily harm. People trying to start fights with you. You probably would have ended up having to knock some of those people out and hurt them, and then they would have pointed the finger at you. So the things that you go through are sometimes deeper than you actually know. So sometimes you think it's them getting you up out of there, but in all actuality, it's your angels and it's God, because he sees what's in their heart. He knows what's in their mind, and also because he has something better for you, and you're better off not there. Like you didn't even want to be there. You didn't want to be there. They didn't want you there. You knew deep down inside you didn't belong there. It's not even in alignment with what you want to do with your life. You got to start praying, and you got to start asking God to get you in alignment with what you want to do with your life. All right. So that way, and when you have new beginnings, when you have new starts, that way things will work out. You got to incorporate God in these things, and you have to ask him to remove everything out of your life that you're not meant to be a part of. So if you're not meant to be a part of it, if it's not meant to be a part of your life, you got to ask God to remove you from it, and you got to ask God to take it out of your life. You got to ask God to continue to direct you and lead you to where you're supposed to be going. That's why this is a new beginning for you. They tried to cancel you. They tried to get you out of there. They tried to make you quit. What they did was they now opened up a whole new uh, uh, a whole new space for you to do what you're actually supposed to do. Now you have time to work on your purpose. Now you have time to work on your business. Now you have time to improve yourself, to improve your craft. You got some side hustles. Now it's time to start putting more energy into them. And now it's time to start looking for some better opportunities. There's always something better out there for a child of God. It's always something better out there for a believer in God. It's always something out there for the man or woman that will not give up. When you believe in yourself and you know there's some things out there for you, nobody could stop you from getting it. So that's why this is the new beginning of the new start of your life. Embrace what you're going through. Your skills are enough to get you through this. Your talents are enough to get you through this. That's why when you have downtime, it's so important to work on yourself, because when you start something, when they try to take it from you, you'll have your own thing that you can do, and you won't need their thing. These jobs are only temporary for chosen ones in the first place. These jobs aren't a long-term thing. We can't have long-term success at jobs. That's something that we have to face. We have to create our own job, so that way we can have our own long-term success in life still, without them and without what they have set in place, without their job, without their corporation, without their position. They're trying to cancel you. So what you have to do is cancel your need for them and what they have to offer. You have to cancel your need for a job. When you work a job, you have to put money to the side, so that way you can cancel your need for a job and invest it into your business. You got to take money, invest into your business. Use your time, invest it into research and learning. So that way, when you have openings in your life to where these jobs aren't controlling you, you don't got to go back to them. You'll be able to work on yourself, and you'll be able to continue with your business. You'll still be able to make some money for yourself. That's why this is a new beginning for you. All right, God wants you to use your time to your benefit and not give it away anymore. All right, you're not going to be working a job that much longer. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You see a lot of good things happening for you. You see a lot of doors that are about to open up for you. You've been working on a lot of things. All right. People don't even know some of the things that you've been working on. Some people see what you're doing, but people don't know everything that you have put in place for yourself, because you knew 10 years ago, 15 years ago, some of you 20 years ago, you knew that how things were going to be for you. You knew that it was going to be something that you were going to have to know in the future for you to be able to provide for yourself. And you're headed in that direction now. No matter how long it takes, no matter how long it took for you to develop it, no matter how long it took you to put it together, you're finally starting to get somewhere. And finally starting to get somewhere is better than getting nowhere at all. Somebody's going to be able to use the skills you know. Somebody's going to be able to benefit off of your skill set. So keep going and don't give up, because God is trying to show you that you're getting closer. God is trying to show you with the improvements that you're making, with the time that you're putting into yourself and investing in yourself, to keep going and to not quit and to not give up, because you're getting closer. All right, you're getting so close, you're almost there. You are going to be living your dream life, and you're going to be having the career that you always wanted to have for yourself, whatever your dream career was. Some of you want to be singers, some of you want to be artists, some of you want to have your own business. Whatever it is, you're about to have that. So I'm telling you that God wants you to keep working on those crafts, those goals, those dreams. He wants you to perfect those crafts. He wants you to go after that dream. He wants you to go after that goal. Even if you have a job, or even if you don't, keep working on yourself, because in between the time of you working, you could continue to make yourself better. So that way, when you find a job, you might end up now being able to have two streams of income, because all the time you didn't just let that time pass you by just because you didn't have a job. You didn't just sit around being negative. You didn't sit around being lonely or bored or pessimistic. You said, you know what? I got time. Time is money. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to improve myself still. I'm going to improve my craft. The little bit of motivation and the energy that I have, I'm going to take it and do something with it. Yes, I would feel more positive if I had a job. Yes, I would feel better about myself if I had a job. But when you work on yourself to the point to where you can create your own job, when you're hired or if you're fired, you're not going to feel fired, because you hired yourself. If you feel fired, it's only because you haven't hired yourself. And I got a video about that coming soon. If you feel fired, it's only because you haven't hired yourself. You haven't developed your mind to the point to where you can make money on your own without that job or without a job. You got to start you some type of business, or you have to develop your mind to be able to make money for you. So that way, when there's no job, you have your own job. Stop relying on these people and voluntarily putting yourself into slavery. When you work for somebody else and you don't have anything put in position for yourself, by default, that's a slavery-like position, because they could fire you when they want. They could tell you they don't need you today. The business could close down. It could be a holiday and you don't even celebrate that holiday. Now you off work and you can't even go make money that day. They gave you the low holiday pay, but it's still not the overtime that you wanted to put in. You wanted to work this amount of days. Now that's gone, and all you got was the holiday pay. But if you were able to work for yourself, if you were doing Uber, if you were doing something like that, or maybe even you got your own taxi company. There's some people out there that even have their own taxi company, giving Lyft and Uber a run for their money. If you want all the money, don't even go with Lyft or Uber. Start your own LLC. Create your own taxi company. Do that. Put in the extra work. Go the extra mile. All right, whatever you do for yourself, however you use your time positively, it will benefit for you. It will come out in a positive light for you. All you have to do is believe in it, not give up, and stay consistent. And sooner or later, you'll start to see little results. And some type of result is better than no result. All right, so this is the new beginning for you. You have to start accepting better things for yourself, and you have to start getting rid of those negative thoughts, because those negative thoughts are going to keep my mustaches itching the crap out of my nose, y'all. I'm sorry. Those negative thoughts are going to keep you bound and keep you stuck. Negative thoughts will keep you stuck and they'll keep you in the same place for the rest of your life. That's why a lot of us haven't gotten where we want to get, because we can't accept what we want for ourselves. You can't want something better for yourself, but you haven't accepted the idea of it. It's like saying you want better for yourself, but you can't get past accepting the idea that you're in low income housing. It's like somebody who wants better for themselves that lives in a shelter, but they can't accept the fact that they can have a job and provide for themselves and support themselves and pay for an apartment and maintain it. If you don't have the mindset or the idea of somebody that can maintain something or that can keep a job, you're not going to be able to. Even though certain jobs may not work out, they had to let me go. I didn't quit. All right. People are now going to have to let you go because you're done quitting. They can't beat you any longer. They can't beat you down mentally any longer. That's why this is a new beginning for you and this is a new start for you, because you're not quitting anymore. You're not giving up anymore. They're going to have to kick you out. They're gonna have to kick you out. All right, they're gonna have to fight you tooth and nail, because in this season you're not giving up anymore. You're too strong. They've thrown everything at you that they possibly could have. You've already been through everything that you could have possibly been through, and there's nothing they could do to stop you. All right, they've tried to stop you on numerous occasions. They even stopped you before temporarily, but you still dusted yourself off and you still got back up every time. All right, that's why this is a new beginning for you, because you see how strong you are from all the times where you've been knocked down. You see how strong you are from all the times where you used to quit. They used to be able to make you quit. They used to be able to drive you up out of there. First little thing, I quit, I'm out of here. The energy's bad. I quit, I'm out of here. You done manipulated the energy now. You're unaffected, you're unbothered, and it's destroying them. It's eating them up inside about how they can't get to you and how you're getting to them. People used to try to have to destroy you. Well, not try, but people had to destroy you because you were getting to them so bad. You were getting to them so bad that they had to take you out. Now they have to kick you out because you won't voluntarily leave. You're getting stronger. That's why this is a new beginning for you. All right, embrace whatever you got to go through. People hate you, embrace it. People want to make you quit, embrace it. All right, they're treating you like crap, embrace it, because you're getting stronger. All right, sooner or later, you're going to be unaffected by what people are trying to do to you, and it's like it's like you got bulletproof skin. It's like what's that dude's name that Will Smith played in that movie? Hancock, when they're shooting bullets at him, he's just knocking the bullets down with his hand. That's basically what you're doing now. They're shooting their little stuff at you. You're just knocking it down, slapping it down, defeating it left and right. So you're enduring what you're going through, and you're about to use it to prosper you. All right. You're about to take everything that you've been through, and you're about to turn it into you're about to turn it into wealth for you, whether it's in the form of experience. And now you use that experience because you're disciplined and you know how to face challenges and overcome situations. So now that you overcame all those situations in the past, even the ones where you got knocked down and you had to get back up, that's still strength. That's like somebody doing 10, trying to do 10 reps in the weight room and they only do 5. And on the 6th rep that they try to do, they fall over. They still did those other 5 reps. They're still strong as somebody who did 5 reps. So now you go back the next time, you do 7, they knock you down. You go back, you do 8, they knock you down. You do 9, they knock you down. Now you could do 10 consecutively. They got to kick you out the gym. You can't come back here and work out. You can't come back here and work out. They're afraid of your progress. Not only do they don't want you to progress, they're afraid of your progress. They're afraid of what it's going to look like and how it's going to feel to have to see you become successful. These people are afraid of what you're going to become. They know you got something up your sleeve. They know you about to embark on some type of greatness. They know that you want to be successful and you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. You're not going to quit and you're not going to stop, and they can't make you. They know that. So God said, embrace everything that you're going through, because this is the season where you get your faith is about to have muscles. All right, your faith is doing jumping jacks. Your faith is doing dumbbell squats on your enemies. All right, your faith is bench pressing your enemies instead of running, instead of hiding, and instead of being upset and mad. Your faith is now doing your faith is now bench pressing your enemies. All right, you playing hoops with your enemies. Remember what you call it? Remember the Space Jam, the original one? All right, holla at me. Remember Space Jam, the original one, when they turned I don't want to say Michael. I don't know. I'm not sure if it was Michael Jordan. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that movie. But they turned one of the characters into a basketball. That's what you're doing to your enemies. You're turning your enemies into a ball and you shooting hoops with them. You slam dunking them fools. And you about to be prosperous and you're about to be rich because you didn't let it break you. You're about to be blessed on top of blessed because you passed every test. All right, so you about to be blessed on top of blessed because you passed every test. People tried to aggravate you. They tried to bait you into fights. They tried to upset you. They tried to make you quit. Some of them even made you quit. You didn't put hands on anybody. You didn't hurt any of these people. You didn't allow any of these people to get you in any trouble. You may have quit, but you didn't stop. You got back up. You stayed in the game. You may have quit, but you didn't stop playing. And you only quit because for your health reasons. If you were able to take the negative energy, and if you were able to deal with all the pressure and the headaches, and if it wasn't bothering your stress, a lot of those times you wouldn't have quit. You only quit because you were putting yourself first. You only quit because you were putting your mental health first. And if your mental health's not right, the rest of your health is not going to be right. You got to make sure your health is right. You got to make sure your heart is right. You got to make sure your mind is right. These are all things you have to make sure. Mental health is one of the most important things that gets neglected by people who are in the rat race. That's why so many dysfunctional people at these jobs, people who are jealous, people who are filled with hate, people who want to take your spot like it's not enough money to go around. All right. This is the new beginning to a new start for you. All good things that can happen for you will happen for you. New opportunities that were being blocked and being held up because this crap was in the way. Now that that crap's out the way, you got all new good things that are coming to you. Are you about to have jobs coming to you, other opportunities coming to you, business partnerships coming to you, money from all over the place is going to be coming to you, random money, people you don't even know are going to prosper you and want to make you rich, all because you're obeying God and you're putting God first, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing with your life, and you're being a positive person. You're not fighting back evil for evil. All right, God blesses people like that because it's a lot of stress that you endure. It's a lot that you endure to stay focused on your goals when people are trying to distract you, to stay focused at work when your car almost broke down today because you didn't have enough gas. You only got some ramen noodles for lunch, and you got a sandwich with only three cuts of meat in it, and you relying on how thick the bread was, and you only got one of the 50-cent bag of chips, like and a bottle of water. You couldn't even get a juice. Like, that's the type of day you having, and you went to work still with a positive attitude. Still didn't get angry or upset over what you're going through. You didn't even know how you were going to get to work, if your car was going to have enough gas to make it there. You don't even have enough food to have a good lunch. You still went there, still had a good attitude. All right, not taking it out on anybody. Still speaking to people that speak to you. Still being a polite, professional person. And that's why God's about to level you up, because he sees where you're taking it. He's happy for you. He's clapping for you. He's proud of you. Your angels are proud of you. Your ancestors are up there dancing. Everybody is proud of you and what you're doing and how you're changing. You're improving yourself, and you're turning into a man of God. You're turning into a woman of God. You're developing yourself into an upstanding person, because you know what you could have been. You know what you could have done. You didn't want to stay irritated. You didn't want to stay with all that hate in your heart towards people who it didn't make no sense to hate them, because it was a waste of your time. You didn't want to hold on and harbage all that negativity, because it was just going to weigh you down. You have too much to do with your life to sit there and be negative and be hateful and be upset and be ruminating and be resentful towards people who have nothing to do with where you want to go in life. They're just upset that you want to take your life to a higher plateau, a place where they can't go. They'll never be where you're at. You're going to have a whole new level of enemies to deal with. All right. You're going to have a whole new level of devils to deal with. New level, new devil. The where you're about to go, where you about to go, it's going to be a whole new level of mental warfare, but you're going to be ready for it. It's not going to be anything that you haven't experienced. It may be more vast. It may be more people. It may be sped up. It may happen more often, but it's not going to be anything that you can't endure. It's not going to be anything that you can't handle. And you've already been through it all. God was preparing you and getting you ready for wealth. He knew you were going to be wealthy. He knew you were going to be successful. All that interruption, all that stress, all those people, the gang stalking, the narcissists, the energy vampires, that was preparing you for where God is trying to take you. He was leveling you up. People not believing in you. He wanted you to see who was deceptive, who was betraying you, who wasn't really for you, who didn't have your best interest at heart. So you're about to go to a place where everybody can't go. All right, you're going to a place where if you take people, you're going to fall back. You're going to fall off. You don't want to fall off. So you do not want to have the wrong people in your life when God's trying to bless you, because that's going to ruin things, and that's going to show God that you're not ready. It's going to show him that you don't appreciate what he's trying to do for you. You got to show God you appreciate what he's trying to do for you. You have to, even if it means to have to endure some pain, because you have to separate from some people that you need a break from. You need some space from. You're turning into somebody else. You're not going to be able to be around people that don't see your vision, because it's going to hold you back. It's going to weigh you down. They're not going where you're going, either mentally or physically. They don't have your vision, possibly. So because they don't have your vision, they can't see for you what you see for yourself. And if you go around people who don't see it, you're going to be doing what I talked about in the other video. You're going to be entrapping yourself. When you put yourself around people who don't see what you see for yourself, at that point, you did it to yourself. You're entrapping yourself by putting yourself around people who don't see what you see. That's going to hold you down. It's going to weigh you back. It's going to slow you down, and it's going to make you doubt yourself. You need to be around people that are like-minded. You need to be around people who believe in themselves and who are going after things. People who have goals and dreams and that want to do something with their life, because you're not going to have anything in common with anyone that doesn't. And they're only going to have resentment and jealousy towards you because they don't have anything going on. It's only human nature. It's only an amount of time before they start feeling some type of way, because you have all these things that you can do or that you're doing, or you got all these things going on in your life. All right, you have a lot going on. Everybody doesn't have as much going on as you. Some people don't want nothing going on. But then when they get around somebody who has stuff going on, they feel some type of way about it. People don't know what they want. All right, and you can't hold yourself accountable because you know what you want. Some people just don't know what they want. Just walking around mad. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know what they want. As hard as that is for you to conceive, because you know what you want, there's some people out there that don't know. They don't know what they want out of life. That's why they're not going after anything. If they knew what they wanted, they'd be going after something. Because in order to get what you want, you got to go after something to get it. Unless you're going to steal it. unless you're going to steal it. I mean, I know stealing is wrong, but at least they go out and get it. It's not the right way. If they were to take that energy and transmute it and turn it into something else, they got the wrong idea about it, but they're just misusing their energy. They need to take that energy and go put it into something positive. If somebody could tell them to do that, or help them do that, or show them that that's the way instead, that they could take that energy and that same ambition and motivation and put it into something right, at least they're doing something, right? So, enjoy your new beginning. Embrace whatever you have to go through. If you just lost a job, if you just lost a home, if you just lost a car, if you just lost a place, whatever you may have lost, family member, loved one, relationship, whatever. You might be single now. Embrace it, endure it, go through it. All right. The experience is only going to make you stronger. It's only going to make you better. It's going to make you that much more wiser and that much more intelligent. All right. There are a lot of things that people go through, and it ends up being a part of their story. It ends up being something that, if they didn't go through, it wouldn't have made them who they are. So God is telling you to endure it, embrace it, and He's going to use it and allow it to prosper you. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. It's been another DruuTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see each and everybody in the next video. Peace.